Have you failed to make yourself a priority? People make it seem so easy, right? But in reality, it's pretty difficult. You listen to all these podcasts, you listen to all these videos, but it's still not easy, right? So, what can you do here? Live your own authentic life. Create a schedule that is sustainable, instead of filling them with tons and thousands of activities together. It still seems like a lot though, so you may feel overwhelmed with everything because you were grown up with people who used to get mad at you because you were not prioritizing them, and that you learn that your own priority is a big sin. It's pretty difficult to come across that whole phase and reinvent yourself to become this new person, right? So I've come up with a few points that would help you, the foundation of through which you can build, right? What I believe is that if your basics aren't strong, your whole game's gonna mess up, right? Your fundamentals are strong, only then you can, reach great heights. Like no matter how good of a player you are, if your basics are not strong, you're done, right? So that goes with pretty much everything. So I believe in that fact. So I have come up with a few points, right? Few pointers that will help you build that foundation, and from there I want you guys to pick it up, right? You know the title of this video, right? It's prioritize yourself. So you have to take those decisions yourself. Now, things might get difficult along the journey, or on the way you might find a lot of problems, you might face tons of difficulties, but that is how you learn, that is how you mature. That's how it is, that's how life is. Now there comes a question here, right? Why prioritize yourself? Why focus on prioritizing yourself? Like I said, at some point or another you may completely forget your goal. Something may happen that will stop you in your journey. So you'll forget why you're doing this, and instead of focusing on your goal, you start focusing on something else, right? You are gonna have many ups and downs on the path of prioritizing yourself. You'll have days where you just lose focus, you don't feel like doing anything, but you have to remind yourself, what's your end goal? What is it you want to achieve? That is why I wanted to bring out this topic about prioritizing yourself. So there are three things here. The first one, physical health. When you stop making yourself a priority, you stop taking care of your body. Your body moves you. It's a vessel that helps you lead a beautiful life. You can't do anything if your body isn't healthy, right? What is the point if you're sick all the time? So that's the first one. Now let's move on to the second one, your mental health. The biggest reason on why we make ourselves our priority is to heal ourselves mentally. If it's not right up here, obviously your physical health is gonna go boom, right? It sounds funny, but it's honestly pretty serious. People are diagnosed with depression, anxiety. People take tablets and medicines. It's a serious problem. Like, it's not something to laugh about. People go through tough times. So that's when this topic comes into the picture. Now, this is not just about the people who are diagnosed with anxiety or depression. There are people who don't have anything, either of two, but still are pretty lazy and don't feel like eating, drinking, walking, exercising. That means your mental state is not right, and you need to start prioritizing yourself. Now let's talk about the third one. It's your relationships. If you don't keep yourself as priority, you can't take care of others. Believe me, that if you start making yourself your own priority, you will see much fulfilling relationships, and you will see a big difference on what's been going on with your life till now and what's gonna come. So what I've done here is, like I said before, I've put out a few points, and these are basics, right? Now I want you guys to build from here, right? It's not gonna be easy, it's gonna be tough. You might feel off, you might feel tired, you might feel drained out, but trust me, if you stick at it, you are consistent, then I'm telling you guys, you're gonna make it. Let's start with the first point. The first point is create healthy boundaries. Easier said than done, right? This is not something that we are taught from a very young age. we have to learn this from the scratch. Your boundaries should be completely non-negotiable. They are there for you and they help you become your own priority. Now, you might have come across situations that make you feel uncomfortable, right? Someone invading your personal space. That means those negative thoughts, you can't call it completely negative, but those thoughts are telling you, someone is invading your space. What should you be doing? Just step away or say no. You don't want someone to invade your personal space or what you're doing. You have the right to set boundaries, and people might call you selfish for it, but honestly, you have the right to set them. We are done with the first one. Next one is spend time on yourself. It's good to spend time by yourself. It doesn't mean you're lonely just because you're alone. We get so busy within the work around us or people around us. We always tend to forget about think for ourselves, right? Prioritize ourselves. That's why it's so important to keep some time for yourself. It's like we give so much time to others and their problems and their issues. Our problems become numb, and slowly once those emotions start piling up, it bursts at some point, and you break down completely, and that's when you have these situations where you feel completely lonely or depressed, or you have a lot of anxiety. Honestly, me time is gonna help you curing all of this or fixing all of this. Give yourself time so that you can think about yourself, think about what you're doing, do something that you like. You'll be able to be more perceptive of your own thoughts without the influence of others. This me time will help you reset your body and go out there next day, fresh start, and be energized and do what you want. Simple question, right? If you don't make yourself a priority, or if you are not able to enjoy yourself with your own company, how are you gonna enjoy with others? It's just gonna be a pretend. You're just pretending to be happy. What's the point? It's not gonna help in any way. The third point is my favorite. I do that quite often. Take yourself out on dates, right? It sounds funny, but trust me, it's amazing. Initially, even I used to feel a bit awkward, because when I used to go to hotels, or when I used to go sit at places where there's a huge group of people and couples and everybody around, I'm the only guy sitting there, checking out or reading something, or reading a book, or reading some article and having food. Everybody looks at me, and I know how you can understand by their faces, like, oh, this guy is here alone, what is he doing, and doesn't he have any friends? And I don't care. So what I want you to do is take yourself out on a date, explore the places around you, explore the regions around you, understand what's your purpose in life. It's a very tough question. It might sound like, understand your purpose in life. My purpose is 5 years down the line, get a job, start a family, kids, and no, that is not your purpose in life. What is your true purpose in life? And that comes only when you start understanding yourself, when you start to learn more about yourself. And how does that happen? Give yourself more me time, take yourself out on dates. So now the fourth point is speak kindly to yourself. I've seen this in a lot of people. They tend to blame themselves for whatever happens, blame themselves for not being up to the mark. I don't know who set that mark. I think the people around them, but not themselves. This often happens. You are supposed to decide what heights you can reach. It's not somebody else's. Just because you saw some other person who's reached great heights doesn't mean you have to follow the same path, because each person is different in their own way. Each person is beautiful in their own way. Each person has special abilities, their own little things. Everybody is different. Nobody is the same. So you have to find that yourself. So I have come across people who blame a lot, whenever something bad happens or things don't go according to their plan. Honestly, there are some things that you can't control. The circumstances around you, you might have a plan, right? That's great. You might have a plan, you're focusing on your goal and everything is going fine. But suddenly something comes up and it all goes away, and you are like, it's because of me. No, it's not because of you. It's because of the circumstances around you, and you have to learn to adapt to those circumstances. You can't just be like, it's over now, I can't do anything about it. You always can if you believe in yourself, if you focus on yourself, and if you prioritize yourself, you can always reach great heights. It sounds easy, right? It's not. Trust me, it's not. But it's not easy. That's the fun part. Take it in such a way that, have fun in the journey. Destination is all good, but that happiness will only last like for maybe some time. But if you enjoy the journey, it's going to be amazing. So now the next point is that understand that it's okay to say no. This is another thing that I've come across. I've seen a lot of people, they can't say no. And many a times people take advantage of it. They don't think about you. They're just like, okay, I'm gonna get my work done with her or him, and yeah, he's gonna do it because he's not gonna say no. So you have your boundaries, right? That was the first point. Create healthy boundaries. You have your boundaries. You don't want anyone to step in your boundary. You have your own set of priorities, and if you feel like someone's invading them, just say no. Just say no. It's all right if you sit at home and spend time for yourself instead of going to a club or a dance or anything of that sort. It's okay. And sometimes your friend might get angry about it, but that's not a you problem. That's them problem. That's their problem. It's not our problem. Like, no, giving some time to yourself is more important than giving time for somebody else. If you think you need time, give yourself time. It's okay. Just somebody's calling you, just say, okay bro, I don't feel okay right now, so I'm gonna take some time off, but I'll get back to you. And if he is a good friend of yours, or whoever that may be, not just a friend, whoever that person is, he will respect that, right? He will let you be, and he will understand that, okay, this guy needs time. If he needs help, I'm gonna call him after some time and check on him, how it's gonna be, how he is. That's a true friend, and you don't find a lot of true friends nowadays. So remember that, there are very few people around who are there to support you. Other than that, you're there on your own. You're only there for yourself. Nobody is gonna come and lift you up, take you there and place you there and be like, you made it. Nope, it's you. It's all you. Now the last point I want to cover is journaling. It's very good for the overthinkers, and I'm not trying to be biased here, but women or girls in general are great overthinkers. No offense, guys also do. I also do. I personally do myself, but not as much. Those not that extreme case where you are thinking of millions of possibilities, like boom, 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 and you feel overwhelmed and you break down, right? So this is a solution for them. So what you can do is, like I said, journaling, right? Write down your thoughts. This small book should be just yours, right? This shouldn't go to your parents or your friends or your siblings. This is yours, so keep it safe. It's like a strictly confidential, highly classified file that you don't want anyone to get hands on. Keep it with yourself. Write down what you feel. Take 5 minutes of your day. Like 5 minutes out of 24 hours is not a big time, right? 5 minutes of your day. Write down what you feel. Write down what you did throughout the day, or what you did achieve, or what you couldn't achieve, or what you want to achieve, or things that you did which made you happy, made you sad. When you start doing this day by day, you will realize that I know what the purpose of my life is. Like, I know what I want in the next 5 years. Okay, maybe not 5 years, 1 year or 1 week. Like, that's up to you guys, right? It's not necessary that you might be a person who wants to set goals for next 5 years. Great, do that. You might be a person who want to set goals for next 1 month. No problem, do that. But it gives you an idea, right? Where you are at this point in life. Like, what are you doing? Like, seriously, what are you doing? I want you guys to ask yourself this question. What are you doing in life right now? Right? That doesn't mean, okay, I'm studying right now, so, no, not that. What are you actually doing? Like, actually doing. Think about it. Give yourself time. Maybe if you want, take yourself out on a date and figure out what are you doing? What is your purpose? What is it that you want? What is it that you want to become? These are the questions that you want to ask yourself. Obviously there are more, and these points I suggested you are basically the fundamentals, the basics, the groundwork. Now from here I want you guys to build. It's gonna take time, it's a process, right? Now you might be thinking, right, who's this guy? 22-year-old trying to advise people about life choices and prioritizing yourself. Trust me guys, I've gone through stuff in my life. Yes, I've had mentors, I've had people who have helped me to reach this position where I am, and yes, for me it's not enough. I've got to achieve more. I've got a lot to do in my life, so I'm going to focus on that. So what I want to do is I want to share my knowledge to you guys as well, so that you can focus on your life as well, or whatever you're doing right now. And I've helped a couple of people. This is my experience, my personal experience. I've helped a couple of people. Honestly, it gives me like happiness. People have come back to me and said that, hey bro, what you said that day really made sense. And yes, now I'm trying to work on myself, work on what I need to achieve. I realized what I want in life and I'm working towards it. Yes, it's been difficult from past few weeks, but I'm trying to keep my chin up and just move on, keep going forward, and hit that milestone by milestone, step by step. So that motivates me also to help a lot of people in any way I can. If you guys feel like you need a person to talk to, I'm always there. You can reach out to me through my mail. I mentioned it in the description. You can reach out to me through my Instagram handle, which a lot of people, I've been getting responses from people I've never seen till now on Instagram, on LinkedIn. And yeah, that's it motivates me to do what I'm doing right now. And yeah, for me as well, things have been difficult. I've not been putting out a lot of videos. I've been busy as well, working and things around me. But yeah, I'm gonna try and be consistent. I'm not gonna stop this because I'm having fun, right? I'm having fun sharing knowledge, talking to you guys. I know I'm talking to a camera, but I feel like you guys are listening to me. That's why I'm getting such a response, right? So yeah, I'll do my best, and we'll have more videos coming up. Let it be vlogs and whatever that might be. I'm gonna keep you guys entertained as much as I can, and you can help me by sharing this video. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on my videos, right? So that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something today. Share this, okay? Not just this. If you learned something from today, I want you guys to reach out to people who need help and talk to them. Help them understand what they can do or how they can help themselves, prioritize themselves in what they are doing. Hopefully when I meet you guys next time, whoever it might be, you are a better version of yourself, and you tell me how your experience was. So until then, I'll see you. Ta-ta.